Yo, what is up guys? Today I'm going to be telling you how you can get better fast within Fortnite Chapter 6. With all the new updates we have seen, there are so many new tips and techniques you need to learn in order to get cracked this season. If you do enjoy this video and find it helpful, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe as I am so close to 25,000 subscribers. Let's get straight into today's video. Right, so getting straight into it, let's talk about tip number 1, which is all going to be about properly warming up. Now, this season Epic have made it way harder to not only qualify, but for us average comp players to actually go on and make earnings as well. This means that every time you do load into a tournament, you want to be fully 100% primed up, ready to give it your best chance, because you have to be on top form in order to have a chance. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on warm-up routines because I've only recently done that on a video on this channel, but what I will say is that I see a lot of players make the same mistake, where they actually warm up just for the sake of warming up and being able to have good aim and fast mechanics. Now, whilst this is actually quite good, it is crucial that you try and actually improve whilst you're warming up every day, whether this just being through setting goal high scores for you to achieve, like in your aim training routines, or learning a new piece control move each day. These sort of objectives will mean that you will consistently improve instead of just facing a plateau during your warm-up from doing the same thing every day. You need to make sure that you're stretching your skills and trying to push one step further every day, even when you're only warming up. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is understanding the meta and this season entirety. Now, I have noticed multiple videos on YouTube for the meta, these being by Jive, so if you do want to check that out, I'll leave the link in the description down below. But because of this, I'm not going to go into detail, but what I am going to say is that you need to make sure that you understand and know how to play the meta correctly in this current season. A short note that the best loadout for competitive this season is going to be the Hollow Twister AR, especially as this is good for Surge, the Sentinel Pump Shotgun, I personally prefer this to the Oni, but again it is personal preference, the Void Oni Mask for rotation, and then 2 sets of heals. Now, a big change which many people are overlooking this season is the fact that floppers and shieldfish are extremely common, as these now have a 100% spawn rate from the coolers, which are dotted all around the map. So I'd make sure to check your loot route and see if you do pass any coolers, because if you do, you might be able to claim them and then get extra shieldfish, which obviously is really fast heals. As well as this, last season we only had 16 reboot vans across the map, whereas this season we have above 50. Now, this makes me think that the games are likely to be incredibly stacked, especially within trios, as more people will stay alive due to it being easier to reboot someone without them potentially getting pushed or third parties. This then means that there is a high likelihood of surge within your game, so I'd carry a specific surge gun such as the Hollow Twister AR to make sure that you guys can handle this. I do want to say as well that with the FNCS Trial Cup happening literally this Saturday, I will also be uploading a video later this week as to how you can dominate that event, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel ready for that upload, as it may be crucial to your FNCS success this season. So my third tip that I want to talk about is map knowledge and also understanding and playing correctly your loot route. A couple days ago on this channel, I did publish a video about 5 of the new best drop spots within this new season. Now, part of the reason why I did that is because learning and understanding not only your drop spot, but the area around your drop spot is crucial to success within the early and early mid-game part of the game. Now, let's take for example launch pads. There are 32 permanent launch pads dotted around the map, and understanding which one of these you could possibly use for your rotation could lead to you being as efficient as possible. Having good map knowledge this early into the season, whilst it's just the first few weeks, gives you a massive advantage over other players, as you understand where to position yourself for surge or in order to get easier elims, for example. It's not all just about kills and rotations though. The whole reason I'm telling you this is mainly for efficiency. There are so many drop spots and splits this season due to the increased chest spawns that also have access to slurp barrels. Now, if you can correctly utilize these, it means having extra spare shield left over which you can carry. The same thing goes then for learning the spots of elemental chests in the new season, for example, across the map. Now, they are pretty much the legendary chests from previous seasons, but they drop really good loot. Now, it's important that you guys identify what is available to you on your loot route and what you can take advantage of in order to be as successful as possible within every game and get better fast within this season. Tip number 4 is about learning the new movement. Now, I'm sure many of you guys have seen the videos on either YouTube Shorts or TikTok about the new features such as simple edits and also the 4 new types of movement which Fortnite has added this chapter. But I actually want to say that instead of many of you just skipping over these videos and kind of ignoring the changes, which is personally what I've seen a lot of people do, it's important that you actually take the time to learn these new movements and also learn what you can do with them. Take the footage of Martos, which I'm showing in the background, for example. He's utilizing the new movement features such as the wall kick and wall scramble to make insane new peaks, which very players know how to do. My thinking for you guys actually needing to learn these OP new strategies is because not many people actually will. However, if you are one of the few that do, this could help elevate your fighting to a whole new level, as opponents not only will not know what to do against these moves, but they also won't expect these moves from you. For example, if you watch this clip in the background, Martos uses the brand new Typhoon Blade to outplay his opponent, getting a crack on the opponent and then following it up by using the Typhoon Blade as a rotation item to catch up and then kill his opponent. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that Martos is a crazy high IQ player, but if you can just learn one or two of these new movement strategies or moves, that's one or two tricks that you can use within the fight which your enemy won't be able to defend themselves against. Now, moving on to my fifth tip is about playing a lot, and I mean a lot of ranked. I feel that playing ranked this season, especially for the first couple weeks, is extremely important, and this isn't only because it helps you practice with all the new guns, as well as learn the map and improve your fighting this season. But you see, if you're going to play ranked, then I'd make sure that you actually play it with goals, so you can actually learn and improve. Whether these goals be that you can't come offline until you hit the next rank, or until you get above 5 kills in a solo ranked game, for example, or you could do it in the way that you play ranked like a solo cash cup, and you give yourself 2 to 3 hours to play ranked, and then play 7 to 10 games tracking all your kill and placement points. This allows you to actually have something to play for and makes the practice much more meaningful instead of just full W keying everyone you see. Now, I do say this a lot in my video, but for the first few weeks of this season especially, when you die, go back and look at two things. The first one being what caused you to die, and the second one being what did the opponent do or use in order to kill you. This could be their movement or how they abuse certain guns within the meta to put pressure onto you which helped them kill you. You need to identify and learn all of this if you're really serious about taking your game to the next level this season. So now you have learned how to get better fast, click this video on screen to find the best drop spot for you this season. Peace out from me.